Okay, hey Professor Dwyer. This is my friend Dalen in my dorm or in our dorm building. Obviously, I'm Charlie. Residence Hall. That's a good word for it. And here I'm filming a video. I don't normally film stuff, which is why I have my friend Dalen here, is to get another perspective into it for our digital literacy narrative. And we're gonna do like a podcast type deal where it's like 15 minutes long. We're going to talk about different things. I'm going to be mainly talking about games I played that I think have changed me as a person, or have like played a pretty big role in my life. And I've kind of already commandeered what Dalen's going to talk about, and I'm just going to he's going to kind of freeball it about his, because he streams on Twitch and does content creation. And then if you see the blanket moving, that's our friend Caleb in the background. And that's why, so it's not like a ghost back there. But anyways, without like any further ado, also I'm low because he's in a rolly chair. I'm in a beanbag on the ground right now. I'm sitting all the way up, and you can still like just see my shoulders and whatnot.
I can't point the camera down.
And my fault for missing class Friday. Won't happen again, really.
I don't think he cares.
My throat was sore. I know he doesn't really care.
I don't think he cares.
But my attendance just dropped, so it's whatever. Can't see both my hands. There we go. But really, I wanted to get into like how you think you have changed, like as a person, or like how when you started doing content creation, you think you have grown, like from it.
Okay.
From it.
So this is actually going to be wild. So I've actually been doing this content creation for 10 years now. So I started it. My channel started in 2015. I started my channel in 2015. And, it's just be like average of like what little kids would post, like, like whatever cartoon they're in or whatever like game they think is cool. They would see, you'll see like one of your big like YouTubers or streamers. Well, back then it was YouTubers at the time. The streaming wasn't all that. But you'll see like your big YouTubers like Markiplier, Corey Kitchen, Jacksepticeye, and you'd be like, man, I think I can do this too. And then as you learn, it gets hard because in your head you think this is great, but you don't see it how other people see it. So as you grow older, as I learned like throughout this like 10-year journey, I've learned how to make better content and like get comfortable by like talking with myself and like talking to the camera and looking at the camera, because it's not easy. Not everybody like freaks out and they don't know what they want to say, and then they start stuttering and say this, that. It's not really that easy. Like nobody can just do it. It's not that, I wouldn't say it's not a serious thing, but it's a good habit to pick up if you're trying to do something like in the entertainment industry. So it changed my life a lot. It helped with my communication skills, my content, like audience building, our audience growth. I'm sitting almost at 300 subscribers right now. I'm trying to stay consistent. Consistency is also key, because you want your viewers to like know like, hey, this dude consistently posts. He gives us new content like every 4 days or every week. Damn dude. So sorry. But yeah, that's basically how it changed my life.
Did your major feed into your content creation, or did your content creation feed into your major? Because isn't it like sound is?
It's music media production. So with the software that we're actually using right now, it actually does have an audio feature, and it does kind of feed in, but I feel like content creation fed into my major, even though it's like people would say it's kind of different. Like, hey, why aren't you in media studies and David Letterman or something like that, or production studies? It's because like audio production is actually a huge part of video making, and that's what people don't understand. Like when you see those like commercials, like if you see like the Army commercials when they have that, like when I was in high school, there was this Army recruiter that he asked me what I wanted to do and what I wanted to go to college for. I said I want to go for music production. He said they actually had that. They had that in for like all the commercials. I can work on the commercials and I can go to school for free. I still said no because I'm not cutting off my dreads, but it's going to be everywhere no matter what. This is one industry that will never probably leave the face of the planet Earth as technology keeps advancing, because I'm pretty sure anything that has technology wise uses some sort of audio production. So yeah,
I know my YouTube channel. I have 3 videos since 2020, since COVID. One was a Mario Kart video that I recorded on my phone, on my TV, and it was which Mario Kart we'll get into later because this is my project. But it was my personal best on Mushroom Gorge on the Wii, and I'd been trying for like hours to get it, and I finally got like a sub 2 with a cart, which was like pretty good. But and I had one playing Rec Room, which is like Roblox and VR kind of mixed or whatever, and that was from my PlayStation, so I just took a clip and uploaded it to YouTube. And obviously, the project I made last semester that we edited for like 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. That was dreadful.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was fun.
We got it done, and I got it 100% on it, so I was chilling. But now like my turn, because again, my digital literacy. So I don't even know if I should have started off, but it's whatever.
I mean, I just kind of went with the flow.
But the 2 biggest things I wanted to talk about were just like games I'd played, because Rocket League and Mario Kart, specifically Mario Kart Wii. So I'll start.
That was a good one.
I'll start chronologically, which is Mario Kart Wii, because like it's one of the games I first remember playing that wasn't like my Leapfrog. If you still remember a Leapfrog, and had like the dinosaur digging game.
That's nostalgia right
and
there.
I love dinosaurs still to this day. But Mario Kart Wii might be the most hours I have in a game ever. Like, even with like Rocket League and me playing it like constantly for like 3 years or whatever, I played Mario Kart Wii from the time I was like 5 until I still have it in my dorm, and I pissed you and Caleb off because I was beating you every single race until we finally played New Super Mario Bros. But I played that game so much, and that was like genuinely just the first game I ever played, like truthfully. And it was a game like I played with my mom, I played with my brother. Like this was like a lot of the family bonding time we had used to be. And used to, my mom and brother were a lot better than me. But then like quickly, like by the time I was like 7, I was like
that's
leagues.
How my little brother is right now.
I was leagues beyond them just because I played it so much.
Yep, that's how my little brother is.
And then one time I was like 6 years old and I accidentally deleted all our progress because
no!
But then I was the one that got all the stuff, and then I got it all back. So like they might have been mad for a little bit, but I was like, it's whatever. And then actually I'll add another one into this. I'll add Pokemon into the mix because Pokemon is also something I've been like a huge fan of since I was a little kid. Obviously, we made the video, the Japanese culture.
4-hour-long video.
Hey, 4-hour-long editing for a 15-minute long video.
15-minute video. Well, I have a question before you go on. So, do you think if the Wii had like some sort of like screen time mechanic, where you see how much time you can see, like you spend on the game, you think it would, like, how many hours would you say on average? God, I know it's in the hundreds. God. I know it's in the probably even thousands.
No, maybe. It's in the thousands because I have more than like 1,000 hours in multiple loops. I have Rocket League. I have 1,000, like 2,000 hours.
Oh yeah, then it's probably. Damn near probably almost like 10,000 then, I would say.
Apex, I have 2,000 hours in. Fortnite, I have like 1,000 hours in. I probably have like 1,500 because I used to play Fortnite a lot. Overwatch, I have a lot of hours in. And then probably all of those pale to like how much time I played the Wii. Because the Wii was like the main console I had from like me being 6 to me being like 15. And then, so I just played on that thing all the time. And then like Pokemon, even though like I never really played the games until like I never played the actual games until I was like 13 or whatever, 12, 13, maybe 11. That was when I got Alpha Sapphire, which is still the best game. And since then I've played everyone that's released. But like I was always a fan of Pokemon. Sometimes like got trolled for it, but hey, it's whatever. People are lame. but like I always just liked the little like I don't know, I guess designs or whatever. But I think for a while that was a huge part of my identity, and I kind of like hid it for a while because I'm like people think I'm weird because of this. But then it was like then it was high school or whatever, and people didn't care. Like not to flex, but like I had other stuff that mattered more in my life than if people cared that I was like into Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I'm a nerd for like liking Pokemon. Well, I'm your class vice president, asshole. But yeah, so there was a lot of that. So like all the games I played, the anime, I've watched a ton of the anime from like literally every season. Except for when the animation started to get weird. Because they changed the animation between Gen 6 and 7. And then finally Ash won like the world champion, which I was like in class when that episode dropped, and I was like I was going crazy. But then finally like the last game I really wanted to mention was Rocket League. And this one is the most recent because it became free to play. Context.
No, before you get into that, I want to get a backstory. Microsoft, I need my money back because I bought Rocket League like 6 months before it became like Epic bought it and became free. I need my money back, Microsoft. Y'all scammed me.
But Rocket League became free to play. So like context, growing up, I grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment with 2 other people. I was in the ghetto. I was not financially it was a luxury to have milk in my fridge, let alone like have any other like luxuries. But so like when it became free to play, and I had this Switch, and I still it kind of broke recently, but
the Switch.
Yeah, Joe accidentally spilled tea on it.
How you know what?
But yeah, but that's what I had for a while until I finally got like my hand-me-down brother's PS4. But the Switch, it became free to play, and like Switch, I love the Switch, but like so many games just run so much more poorly. Rocket League being one of them. But
the Switch, hopefully with the next gen Switch that comes out,
hopefully it's catching up.
Months, it will catch up to the modern day consoles like Xbox and PS5.
But yeah, so it became free to play, and I played it for so long, and like the biggest reason, dude, that thing cut my arm open. I just now noticed. Anyways, the biggest reason I think I got so much into it is because I have huge texture problems with my hands. Like I am like a fidgeting like fiend. Like I don't know if Professor Dwyer sees me talking in class. Almost every time I talk, I've noticed it. I spin my phone on the desk because it like you can't see it here, but like my phone just spins like this.
Are you one of those fidget spinner kids?
I bought like probably like 10 fidget spinners when I went to Washington D.C. for a 5th grade field trip. I bought so many fidget spinners. So many of them rusted super fast because they were just cheap ass dealers.
I don't know where mine are.
But yeah, so like I've had like huge fidget problems like with my hands. And Rocket League, if you know like the game, it is what for preface. If anyone doesn't know, it's just like car soccer.
Basically,
that's the whole premise. But it is such a technical game when it comes to like the analog sticks. Just whatever it was, like pleased like my hands in a weird way because you have to make so many. Why are you playing claw?
Yeah, but clawing is something else.
But you have to make so many minute movements, so many small like adjustments. And I was like, this is the type of game I can get into because I was never really good. Sorry, my throat's been sore. But except for Overwatch, I've never really been good at first-person shooter games or any shooter games really. So I always just play. I used to play COD all the time, but like I used to just play shooter games because my friends played shooter games. I was always good at platformer games because I was a Nintendo kid. Or like some fighting games, but definitely racing games like Mario Kart was. But when I like picked up Rocket League, I was like, oh my god, I'm better than all my friends at this game, even some that have played. So like I would spend so much time on this game. You have no idea. I grinded and grinded, and like the skill gap between ranks is huge. Like bronze, silver, gold, platinum is in like a different tier than like diamond and above. And I got to champ, which is there's champ, grand champ, and supersonic legend, and that's like the top 3 ranks. And so I got to champ, which is probably like top 10% of players. So there was that. Not to brag, but it became my favorite game for a long time, and like something that calmed me down, I guess, and like just made me chill out. Like if I were like upset or something, because I'm just like I can just hop on Rocket League, beat a few people, be fine, or like just have this like nirvana state in my hands and just be chilling, because like that's where like all my nervous energy comes from, is like my hands, or I talk all the time, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah,
so that's really like the 3 biggest. I wish I could go more in depth, but I don't know how to explain Rocket League more, because I feel like it
that doesn't know Rocket League.
well, not even just like the mechanics. I just want like the impact it had on me. But I don't know how else to explain it other than it was just like a super calming game that I put like 2,500 hours into. And then because like it was just that, it was just like my go-to game for all of high school. So I was just like I played in tournaments.
Like esports tournaments.
No, just like they're held tournament. Rocket League holds its own tournaments, and I played in some of those. Won a few of those. It was just chilling. But anyways, we're at almost 17 minutes.
Yeah, almost 17 minutes.
This should be chilling. He said roughly 15, so I mean, if it goes over. Anyways, if that, I hope that is viable, like information, and how like I've adapted through life. Especially, that's how I can say it. Rocket League just made me more social. I feel like
social.
Instead of nervous, I could like just chill out. I've said chill out so many times, but I don't know how else to phrase it.
She's just a chill guy.
Yeah, just a chill guy. But yeah, really, like I think it like just helped me get over my own nervousness and anxiety. Really, is what games and like other stuff did for me.
All right. Well, is that going to run something up here?
Yeah,
We're already in OT, so yeah,
we're in OT.